of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Willie Henry continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Collins. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Max Williams, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson going to throw again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Mike, check, 59.
On second down, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 13-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. So first and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. And the pressure gets to him again. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Jackson on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Jackson. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A handoff to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Gun! Check 59, Mike.
Jackson now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. So we've come upon halftime here in week. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gun!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for that.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on first down, Jackson. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun! Now let's go!
Now Jackson on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Watch him now, Barney!
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Ravens taking the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And again, it's Collins. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Collins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. Going deep here for Bryant. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
They're coming. Leopard! Leopard!
They go again with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They pitch it out to Collins. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first, they go right back to Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Collins on the handoff. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Ravens, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.